Hey everyone, I'm Tayden. I'm here with Arya, and today we're going to be teaching you about Hugo, Docsy, and GitHub, which are the three main building blocks for the type of website we're going to be teaching you how to build and deploy. So this is what's on the agenda for today.
The first thing that we wanted to cover are the benefits of static sites and the difference between static sites and your traditional dynamic sites such as YouTube, or the dynamic sites are personalized for each individual user, while static sites show the same content to each user. So static sites offer a variety of different benefits, such as the fact that content loads faster for users, and this is because the content can be pre-rendered. Additionally, static sites pose a higher security and limits the risk of cyber attacks. And they're also easy to build using basic coding. By utilizing an IDE, which is an integrated development environment such as VS Code, users can easily tweak content on their site. It's also incredibly cost-effective and easy to scale. So what is Hugo? Hugo is an open source static site generator written in the language Go. Hugo offers a variety of features and benefits that make it a great option for a variety of web projects. It's open source, which makes it free to use, and it's easy to generate static HTML files from templates and offers a wide variety of features such as the ability to use multiple languages and shortcodes. So in order to edit your site locally, you have to set up your Hugo site first, and then running the Hugo server command serves your site locally at localhost 1313. And any changes that you make to your content files or configuration files will automatically trigger Hugo to rebuild the site. So all you have to do is save the changes to see the updates in real time. This local development environment is perfect for experimenting and fine-tuning your site before deploying it live.
So what is Docsy? Docsy is one of a range of themes that can be used with the Hugo framework. It was developed by Google in 2019 to support their open source initiative. So Google at any point is supporting thousands of open source projects. And what they found was that there was a growing demand for a tool that could help these developers write and publish documentation. From that came Docsy. So Docsy has a range of useful features, one of them being versioning, which would allow you to add a drop-down menu and say show iterations of your projects to make it easily accessible for documentation purposes. And it also just has a very logical layout that is useful for developers trying to make the rest of their project as easy as possible. So moving on, what is GitHub? So GitHub is the platform that these developers are actually using. It allows them to create, store, manage, and share their code. It has many useful features as well. For example, every change that you make to your code is saved so that it can be revisited or investigated later. Say you make a mistake, you can go back to your history and revert your project to that version. There's also a lot of infrastructure for collaboration between pushing, pulling, and branches. It's actually very easy for developers who are working on the same coding project to work simultaneously. GitHub is very strong for open source projects as well. Anyone can make contributions to public repositories with, of course, some security measures in place. And lastly, GitHub can be used to deploy websites. We're going to be showing you two features that we use from GitHub that will allow us to deploy this website to the internet. So what are GitHub Actions and GitHub Pages? So Pages is a static site hosting service that allows you to publish websites straight from your GitHub repository. The great thing about it is that it's free. A lot of other hosting services like Netlify have a monthly or yearly subscription and cost money. GitHub Actions is a CI/CD or a continuous integration, continuous delivery platform. It allows for automation of your projects using workflow files and event triggers. So in this case, the workflow file would be a set of instructions telling GitHub how to build and deploy your website, and an event trigger would be something like a push to your repository or a change that you made to your code for the website.
So there are four major steps in order to properly launch your own personal Docsy site. So primarily, you have to download a variety of different languages and software for your computer in order to be able to properly run Hugo. Next, you have to create a GitHub account and follow the steps to create a repository and then run the site locally as we previously discussed. Finally, using GitHub Actions, you can properly deploy your website for the world to see using GitHub Pages. And after that, you can customize the content on your page to fit your needs. So in conclusion, Hugo and Docsy offer a powerful solution for creating static documentation sites. You can you can enjoy the benefits of fast, secure, and efficient websites, along with the ease of version control. So you can get started on the tutorial that we've outlined today. Thank you for your attention and good luck building your site.